It's been a full week since my I think it was my last uh, video on I think I was doing the bluing. It's been a week since the bluing video, and then there's been some 3D printer stuff in between last week and this week. So I've already started on the designs and have done some initial casts of my next iteration. Oh boy, can't pronounce that. My next version, my next version of the cast aluminum treasure chest. And so I'm doing something here, and I've already found a design problem. This actually occurred to me in the middle of the night, how to fix this. Okay, so first of all, you see there's a seam right there where I've got the two parts, and I wasn't going to show this until I had everything cast and was ready to assemble this, so that this didn't end up being a long drawn out process of 30 different episodes or parts on the same project. But this I had to show mainly because of what occurred to me. So I should be able to show it right here. I'm hoping I'm showing a graphic representation of my sleep pattern from last night, according to Precious. Precious happens to be my Garmin that is my fitness tracker. And when the solution to this hit me. So when I cast this originally, I was going to take this seam out in the mold. I was just going to smooth it out so that wouldn't be there. And my daughter was sending me all sorts of pretty funny memes and reels and such like that while I was trying to work. Eventually, I told her, "Hey, Missy, I'm trying to get some work done here." And but I had gotten distracted, and part of that distraction was I forgot to take that out, and so I was kind of bothered by this. But I thought, yeah, but I'll just go ahead and keep it anyway, and I'll show what I did. I did something different. This part is a different kind of part than I've ever made before to get the embossing of the Jolly Rogers here. Anyway, I was thinking how what I could do, whether I needed to recast this or whatever, and it occurred to me. One of the problems is that when I made the 3D prints for these two sides, and I should have had them out and ready to go here. Maybe I'll show it when I get ready for a recast or something like that. But I made these symmetrical, but in doing so, the seam was offset. And it hit me last night. I woke up in the middle of the night, which that graphic showed where the dream was. And I woke up from that, and I had the solution. This seam, I could put this seam anywhere. Because on the other side, you can see, you can see how it zigzags there. Okay, and so actually I've got a seam that goes here, and then equal distant from the center point to here is the seam on the back side. And I should have made these things, I don't know why it didn't occur to me before. I should have made these things offset so that the seam, they join in the front here, but in the back they could join anywhere. As long as I make certain it fits. On my 3D printer table, and it certainly would have. And then this is the back side. You can see I connected the two 3D prints with some packing tape, box tape, and that seemed to hold pretty well. So anyway, I think I'm gonna reprint this so that I've got that in the center line, and then I don't have to worry about fixing anything in the mold. The only thing that I'm kind of concerned about, well, okay, so here's what I'm rambling all over the place. I should have wrote a script, but that's why these things are raw. I'm doing this off the cuff. Originally, because of the fact that it was 2 pieces offset, that I was originally going to cast these separate and then connect them with the same screws. And I thought that would look good going up the middle there. I thought that would just have a good look for the front of the treasure chest. And then at some point, I decided, no, I'm going to go ahead and tape it. I'm going to tape it, which means then this, I still was planning to put screws in, but it would have been decorative, not structural in any way. And then in the middle of that dream or whatever, when the solution hit me that this could be moved anywhere, I could put that seam right there, since this is decorative anyway. And so there still may be a line that kind of goes there, but at least it'll be where it's supposed to, which is halfway between the 2 ends rather than this offset, because that lack of symmetry right there is driving me nuts. The other thing I think I'll do, and again, this won't make sense until I do a more complete explanation of what I was going to, making this treasure chest. And I don't know why I didn't decide to do it now, but anyway, when I show what I did with these, because this is actually going to be a modular design, you could see right there and right there, there's holes that go all the way through. These are actually parts that I put in place. These are interchangeable because I designed it this way because I was getting sick and tired of my printer slipping. And now that I found a solution around, in this I found a solution around it by printing these smaller parts that could slip into place, so I didn't have to reprint this entire chunk and this entire chunk separately with the different fronts on it. So with this being interchangeable, it means I can cut down on 3D prints. It'll also revolutionize my paw prints and the customization of my paw prints and my Idahos if I can get it dialed in. But you can see there's a lot of breakaway here because I didn't put in the effort to put draft in the thin square or rectangle that the image actually sits on as a piece. That'll make more sense when I get it all together. Anyway, I just wanted to share that it's interesting what happens while dreaming and where things happen. And I've had had things like this happen before. Drumming was the first time that I remember it happening. There was this part I just could not get it done with my rudiments, and then in my dream, I was practicing that, but I started with the left hand instead of the right hand, and that made all the difference in the world. So the next morning, after having dreamt playing it starting with the left hand instead of the right hand, it all worked out perfectly. And then I've since had other, I guess, almost epiphanies in the middle of my dream. Nothing earth-shattering. Okay, so this is the weekend that the United States and Israel bombed the heebie-jeebies out of Iran. It's not like I have dreams like that, prophetic or anything like that. But it is kind of interesting how there have been a number of times where I've had dreams that have given me insight into something. Essay writing, musical ideas. I think the theme for this channel, My March of the Slaves, I think that was something else that came to me while I was just dreaming about playing power chords or whatever, and that's where that progression came from. So anyway, I wanted to show that. It seemed kind of cool to me. Is it 100% metal casting? Not exactly. Probably the next time I show anything on this project, I'm hoping to have all the pieces cast and ready to assemble and put together, and then I'll explain some of the things that I was doing rather than showing each part in each stage. Anyway, this video rambled on long enough. Hopefully everyone made it to the end. Thanks a whole bunch for watching. If you found this video entertaining, informative, or any such things like that in any way, shape, or form, please like and subscribe. Blessings.